Can cost and profitability modeling assist in communicating financial performance and forecast? Good question. When you talk about communicating actuals, I tend to be a little bit doubting on that because actuals are actuals, and especially when it comes to financial reporting, then cost and profitability modeling is mostly a management accounting thing and not so much a financial accounting thing. And financial accounting, as we know, is not so much cause and effect driven, but is really looking at actuals. And it has its place, very much so, in putting performance. But when you do actually look at actuals, if you want to compare them to a forecast or a budget, that's where it becomes interesting because you want to really know, okay, but where are those differences? Was it because of a volume situation that we sell more or less volume than anticipated? And if so, what effect did that have on my processes or on my resources? That's where you get very close to cost and profitability modeling. And you want to really unravel whether or not it was a volume situation, was it an efficiency situation, was it a price situation where you had to pay more for your resources than expected. That's where you get very close to cost and profitability modeling. And when it comes to communicating the forecasting bit of it, that's where I really tend to say you should use the cost and profitability modeling methods that I always are a big fan of. And that is everything that has to do with cause and effect modeling, because that's what the essence is of trying to make a good forecast. You usually have a lot of different people within your financial department that have a lot of ideas on maybe even revenue, product volumes that are going to be sold, labor unions that are going to ask something about wages, financial interest rate movements, and they all have different scenarios. And trying to play around with those different scenarios in a cause and effect matter. What happens if your wages become a little bit higher? What happens if there's not much labor force on and therefore prices go up? What happens if you sell 20% extra of product X, Y, or Z? Those kind of questions you should be able to answer in your cost and profitability models because that's what they were made for in the first place, is to really model the cause and effect. And why not model only actuals? Why not also model scenarios in there? That should definitely be an option. Yeah, back to the question. Can it help in communicating financial performance and forecast? Forecast, a definite yes. Actual, it can help unravel the situation of the actuals. But for really getting to the communication of actuals, that's more a financial accounting question.